Hi, I'm Paul, and the author of Daisy, or to give the book its full title, my name is Herod Rodpinney, and I'm in love with a girl called Daisy. At the heart of the book is a two-line joke, but for the joke to work, it has to be told over 10 chapters, and the story narrated in the first person, which is something I previously shied away from doing. I'd had a character in mind for some time, called Herod, as much for the humor in the name as anything else. And all I knew about him for sure was that he was a man of quiet wealth. He liked sitting in chairs, and he was a great fan of convenience. But within a matter of a few paragraphs, it became the very person I was looking for. A well-meaning, if naive optimist who was completely unversant in the ways of nuance and irony. I then decided to give him two good friends who were polar opposites, a Peruvian handyman who was on the run from the Shining Path, and a next door neighbor who'd fought as a tunnel rat in the Vietnam War, and arranged for the three of them to meet every Thursday night at Rod's house, where much of the story takes place. All that remained was to find a vehicle that would carry the story to the eventual punchline. I'd watched the Judge Judy show for several years by this time, and then one day the penny suddenly dropped that Herod would fall in love with a young woman he sees on the show and propose marriage, which would involve him moving from his house in Battersea to a Best Western motel in California. As Herod is also writing the story under the guidance of a man who collects glasses in a local pub, in part, small part, the book is also a satire on the publishing process. At this point, though, I should point out that at no point are bloggers brought into disrepute, because as we all know, bloggers are the kings and queens of the book world. And in fact, the only reason that I wrote Daisy in the first place was to get an invite to appear on Pensioners in the Pages, and here I am. So thank you very much for having me, and I hope you enjoy the book.